over me, or I'm shaking. Let's see modesty and honesty, cause honestly, I just wanna feel your love. Da, 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 da.
Hi guys, it's Marshmallow. Welcome back to my channel. You're so pale. Oh my. Hi friends, makeup artist MUFE here. I'm here with my infamous best friend Allisa. Rose.
Infamous?
Welcome.
Doesn't that mean I'm famous for something bad?
So my famous best friend. I'm not famous. Okay, well anyway, probably about 50 of you have commented to see this tutorial. So this is the look that we did for the music video, step by step. Well, if you want to see how to get this look, keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Am I forgetting anything? Oh yeah, don't forget to be yourself. All right, bye.
Hey guys, artist MUFE here. Today we're going to be doing Allisa Rose's makeup tutorial.
Make sure we use our hand sanitizer. I've already prepped Alyssa's skin. We're gonna start with the eyes. I'm gonna use the P. Louise base. After I put a base on, I always like to do a little bit of loose powder to set it in place so that when we're blending eyeshadow, it doesn't stick to certain areas and not stick to other areas. I'm a huge mixer, so I am going to be working from a few different palettes. Basically, we're gonna start off with the first transition shade. This one's called Latte from the Tarte Toasted palette. So it's this one here. Makeup should be fun. Use what you have. Don't overthink it. Just a transition shade. That's where we like to begin. This is gonna go right in the crease. I don't always start with eyes, but for this look, because I'm using a loose pigment, just in case anything falls down, especially since we were doing a video shoot, everything shows on video. So into the crease, extend it out. So that one shade, I kind of blended it into the lid too. For under the brow, I'm gonna go in with the same Tarte palette and just use the two lightest shades. And we're gonna put that under the brow. Now we're going into the Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm gonna use the two lightest brow bone shades for that shimmer under the brow. Everything about this look is super beachy and shimmery, and I'll always go to reinforce that later too. This is starting to shape the eye. And we'll do a little of that in the inner corner. Next, we're gonna do any bronze liquid shadow. This is Smashbox Hood Witch. Always on liquid eyeshadow. Just adds this beautiful sheen. Even if you wanted to just stop there for every day, that would be great, but we're gonna take this to the next level. Another thing I like to do is take a liquid highlighter and put that on the lid too. Like I said, I'm a big mixer. If you just have something similar, you could use that. And the same liquid highlighter I'm gonna tap onto her cheekbones, because we're kind of gonna underpaint here, which means you're gonna put a liquid under so that it shines through the foundation. Something I love using on top of cream shadows is loose pigments. Both of these are gold. This is KKW and Makeup Forever Star Powder. These are both loose pigments. This is a flat, more like synthetic brush, but you could use a regular hair brush. I'm gonna spray it and just dip into all of those. So we're just gonna tap that right on top. You could spray water. I'm using the Fix Plus from MAC. It just creates something for it to stick to. Like we're beautiful. Down. So that gives that beautiful glowing sheen to the eyes. So you know what, this was a palette I dipped into and mixed in as well. The Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3 palette. For under the brow, we'll use this and we're gonna just reinforce the inner corner. And under the brow. Get it really shiny. A shiny brow and shiny brow. We're gonna add some depth to these eyes. Take these two golden and bronze shades and put that on the outer part of her eye. Look down. To blend that pigment to the outside of the eye so that it's still shimmery. Something like this, a detail brush and a more dense crease brush. I'm gonna mix again, but the tones are more red undertone browns. So this guy right here from Jaclyn Hill, this brown, and then this is the deepest brown I'm gonna go into, maybe this red. It's all just gonna be a mix with the brush. Look down. Right where the crease meets the brow bone is where you're gonna put this to shape the eye. It looks red at first, like in the pan it's gonna look more red than you would ever think of putting on your eye. But once it's over top of bronze. All right, back in business, little camera troubles. So from here I just blend everything with a brush with nothing on it, and I'm gonna extend it outward. I might even go back with that transition shade, blend everything together. Now with the small brush, that small detail brush, I'm gonna go in with the deepest brown. These shades actually could work too, this like more purpley undertone brown. Basically, we're just gonna carve out the outer V of the eye. So a next shade that I loved adding to this look was this shade. It's a little more yellow toned, and I'll even dip into this yellow tone. And you just add it into everything so that it blends. So I'm gonna add it like right into the crease, right on the outer part. And it just adds a level of warmth to the eye. And also blends all the tones together. For Alyssa's liner, I created a liner, just close, using eyeshadow and a mixing medium, and we're just using a dark brown eyeshadow. Any dark brown is good. Now I'm just gonna clean up under the eyes. I like to hop around a little bit when I'm doing makeup. We're just gonna clear the fallout, look up, and swipe all the way here to clean up and shape the eye. It might look a little harsh on the outside here. Just look this way and look down. But that's something I do later. So for now, we're gonna do concealer. I'm gonna use the Makeup Forever HD concealer mixed with Tarte Shape Tape. She was a little bit more bronze the day of the shoot, so I'm just adjusting the tones here. All right, now I'm gonna carve out her contour with a foundation that's deeper than her skin tone. So I'm gonna use Makeup Forever HD foundation. And basically, I just wanna chisel out those cheekbones, sweetie. This is underpainting as well. Again, I mix a lot of things. I'm gonna mix Scott Barnes Multimedia Foundation with the Dior Forever and some Makeup Forever HD. Just use whatever you have. Mix. I'm just gonna marry all that together. We're gonna reinforce her highlight. We're gonna add the Danessa Myricks highlight right on the cheekbones to reinforce. I did pick up some products since filming this video, so today I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty over top. I feel like we just kind of mixed a bunch of highlighters together, but ideally that Fenty, I would have loved to use that if I had it the day of. Right over top of her base, I'm gonna spray some airbrush. The reason why I did this was because the day of the shoot, and even a little bit now, for some reasons we can't explain as makeup artists, but that can happen, is some makeup won't stick in certain areas of the skin. It could just be like the hydration in that area is not as even as the other side, but whatever, you just kind of go with it. All right, so now we're gonna set everything in with Laura Mercier translucent powder under the eyes and Fenty Beauty powder everywhere else. Fenty Beauty has a tint to it. I like the brightness under the eyes, and then this kind of keeps everything your skin tone. And now we're just gonna quickly bronze, blush, and highlight. Bronzer, I'm going to use the Tom Ford bronzer. You could literally use any bronzer. I just like this one because I have it. You don't need to be bougie and buy this. I was gifted it. Highlight, like I said, we're gonna use Fenty and Hustler Baby. Hustler Baby. Hustler Baby. Which is gorgeous gold. And then blush, we didn't use like an intense blush. It's kind of just a peachy tone from Mercier called Spice Cider. Next, I like to reinforce that bronzer with the Scott Barnes St. Tropez bronzer. It's more of like a powder set. Whatever is gonna add some extra gorgeous bronze glow. Now I'm gonna go in with some coverage, which is always good for camera, to add a little bit more powder coverage in whatever areas need. This needs to blend into your hairline. Well, her hair was down for the video, so sometimes that happens with baby hair. It becomes a little bit more difficult to blend. Do your best. It happens. It just happens when you like get a spray tan or whatever. But we could diffuse it a little bit with the brush and just push it right into the hair. Okay, so for under the eye, I'm literally going in with the same shadows that I did on the top of her eyes, so the transition color right underneath, and then following these shadows to add depth. Here I'm going to line her lips with Makeup Forever Artist Colored Pencil in Wherever Walnut. And then for lipstick, we're going to use Becca Chrissy Teigan lipstick that she did with them. I don't know the tone.
I forgot Chrissy Teigan has makeup products. I need to get them.
So from here, everything else is mascara, lashes, a spray, and gloss. So let's do that real quick. So the lashes that we used the day of the shoot, I don't have the same pair with me, but I do have something similar. It's just a premium lash, Luna Moon, and we're just gonna use these for today. I can link the ones that we did use. They were mink lashes. These ones are synthetic, but kind of give the same effect. For gloss, we use the Morphe gloss in the shade Freebird. So this is the part in the application where I'll just assess the entire face. I'll have her look this way, look that way. And so what I would like to do is just reinforce the contour and blend some things out, and then we will be done. All right, so lastly, we're just gonna set this with the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. Just close your eyes. Watching, and if you want more tutorials, then you better comment and you better subscribe.